You know, I worked at some butcher shops. When I was 12, growing up in Ferndale, I worked at Ferndale Meats making the jerky. When I moved here to Las Vegas to go to college, I worked at Shulman's Meats. So when I find out there's a 70-year-old butcher shop up here in Northwest Las Vegas that's making their own sauce, their own rubs, their own sausage, their own barbecue, and they're serving it in their own backyard, I just gotta check it out.
And this meat market turned restaurant is putting even more on their plate since I was there in 2012.
This is John Mole's Meats and Roadkill Grill.
I love everything about this place. The people, the food.
Brisket dinner with yams and mac and cheese.
Best barbecue place in the world. It's always been a local secret until Triple D found us, but now we're national.
Green meat combo, ready to go.
I love coming here. It's all outdoors. They cook outside. You can smell the smoke as you pull in.
And people around here have been getting a whiff of this out-of-bounds barbecue since Chuck Frommer's grandfather opened his butcher shop in 1954.
Here you go, sir.
So your grandfather opens this place. There's no electricity here.
In the sticks.
I mean, this had to be sticks.
Sticks.
Why out here?
It was cheap.
Then your dad had it, then your uncle had it, and then you got it in '81. It started out in butchering and it turned into
everything.
All right, Chuck, give me the rundown, buddy. Now, John Mole's Meats was a place that we knew about to go for a butcher shop back in the day when I sold meat in Vegas.
Exactly.
Then we come out there to visit you, and that was, what, 2012?
2012.
Can I get some of those hot links that I saw in Triple D?
Now, Louisiana and Texas and those parts, people understand what a hot link is. It's a spicy sausage, but not overly spicy. And what are we cutting?
This is a shoulder clod, beef shoulder clod.
So you're gonna cut this down, process it, and case it?
Yes, sir.
All here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
We're gonna make the emulsion.
We're gonna make the snow cones?
Exactly. Add meat to it. This is milk powder, salt. We got black pepper, sodium nitrate.
Yep, you gotta have the pink in there. It's a preservative and it keeps the color.
Coriander, garlic, caraway, hickory smoke powder, nutmeg, paprika, cayenne pepper.
It does have a hot characteristic to it, but it's not hot like you're burning your mouth off.
Exactly. We're gonna add some water.
Everybody in the pool. Meat's Slurpee snow cone.
Looks tasty, don't it?
You want me to go get the cones?
We're gonna mix the hot links now.
Okay, so now we've got our mix. Look at that sausage-making monster. Now let's talk about you.
This is a hydraulic stuffer.
Piston's gonna come up from the bottom?
Exactly. This is the casing. We're gonna actually put that on this stuffing horn right here.
Tie the end off. Here we go. Wow. Grab it, move it down, give this one a little twist.
You're pretty good at that, man.
I made a few sausages in my day, son.
You did good.
Okay, so we'll run these off, get them on the stick, throw them in the smoker, 6 hours, applewood, bring them out. At that point, we're cooked all the way through, and then how do we do them for service?
Put them back on the grill, just to give them some grill marks.
Holy moly. Look at that. All the juice in that. Mmm. When it snaps, you know it's good. It's a little bit spicier than I was gonna expect it to be. I'm such a hot link fan. This has gotta be one of the best.
Every time I come here, I gotta get it. Always get it spicy, it's delicious.
So what do we have here, man? What's new on the menu?
We have meatloaf. We started making the meatloaf because we have to utilize all of our brisket trimming.
All your grind, right?
Yes.
We've all had meatloaf from Mom and Grandma. It's not the same thing. Different meat, different spices.
What's in the meatloaf?
We start out with ground pork, ground beef, and we use the shavings from the briskets. We're gonna add some egg to it. We actually use cream of mushroom gravy, Ritz crackers, spicy jack cheese. Just to kick it up a notch, jalapeno, a little green onion. We're not adding any seasonings to it because the brisket's already been heavily seasoned. We're gonna add this meatloaf to a greased pan. We're gonna place this in the smokehouse for about 2 hours at 325. It's gravy time. We're gonna make a simple roux, sauteed onions in butter, and then we're gonna add some flour just to stiffen it up. I'm adding our beef stock right now. Gonna let this thicken up a little bit. Our gravy's looking good. Our meatloaf's about done. We're gonna let it rest for about 30 minutes and slice it, throw it on the grill. Look at that, that's a pretty meatloaf right there. Put our gravy on. There's our homemade meatloaf.
There's a ton of flavor. It's really light, not heavy, dense. This is delicious. And is this available all the time?
All the time.
And you can get this in the catering, and you can get it to go?
Yes.
You kill me.
Potatoes, meatloaf, gravy, mac and cheese, and yams.
Very flavorful, mouth-watering, really soft and delicious.
I'm not a meatloaf person, but I gotta tell you, I would get it again.
And coming up,
I feel like you're Willy Wonka and I just ate like that 9-course meal.
meatloaf's not the only meal getting repeat customers.
As long as it's tender and tasty, that's all that counts.
They're serving seconds on all kinds of brand new Q.
It's everything you want in a bite.
It's been over a decade since I stopped at John Mull's Meats, and when I was there, I gave them a few words of advice.
Dude, get yourself ready. You build it. They will come.
Thankfully, he listened.
All the response we've got for being on Triple D, it's incredible. If you remember correctly, when you first came, we actually didn't serve barbecue out of the shop. We were just doing catering.
Right. Now it's like a full outdoor patio restaurant mecca.
Yeah, it's blown up. Ribs going on.
Ah, the ribs. That's my go-to.
This is gonna be the marinade we do for the ribs.
Correct. Okay, we're gonna add salt, some sugar, tomato powder, garlic.
You just mad scientists created this stuff on your own.
You betcha. Onion, Worcestershire sauce solids,
I got a big hit of that.
red pepper, hickory smoked powder,
I got something right here outside my mouth.
vinegar powder, black pepper.
A lot of spices are getting to know each other in a very intimate way. I feel like you're Willy Wonka and I just ate like that 9-course meal. This mixture that we just made will be the marinade for the ribs.
We're gonna tumble them with this.
Boiled 45 minutes. Are they ever gonna get smoke?
Just from the charcoal, that's it. Little ninja dust.
That's my rack right back in there. There you go. So that's our rib, and this is dry seasoning with no sauce on it.
No sauce.
By no means is this lacking flavor. It's not pulling off. It's got nice texture, nice chew to it. Juicy, tender, great flavor. It's a real deal rib. All right, let's talk burn ends. Give me the rundown how you do it.
We can't produce enough of the points, so we've been buying in chuck flat. So we're just cooking that independently by itself. And we'll inject that with the marinade. We have kosher salt, hydrolyzed soy protein, turmeric, powdered garlic, powdered onion, red pepper, MSG, celery salt. So we're just gonna mix this. We want it to liquefy so we can actually put it through our brine pump. Now we're gonna make a rub. We're gonna start out with white sugar, brown sugar, kosher salt. This is turmeric, black pepper, chili powder, granulated garlic, cayenne pepper, mustard powder, paprika, powdered honey, MSG. We're gonna blend this up really good. We're gonna go ahead and rub down our burn ends. We're gonna throw them on the smoker for about 9 hours. We'll take those chuck flap and we'll wrap them in a saran wrap and we'll smoke them until they reach 180, 185. Once we've diced them up, we're gonna add brown sugar and hickory seasoning and a lot of honey. Now that's what you call meat lover's candy right there.
So it's got a lot of fat inside of it. It's got a good amount of muscle. Listen, I've made a lot of burn ends. I wouldn't be able to tell that this is chuck flap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Delicious. And there's nobody that says it has to be brisket to make burn ends.
As long as it's tender and tasty, that's all that counts, man.
And boy, you are tender and tasty.
That's right.
Burn ends, order up.
The burnt ends are to die for.
I mean, they're just awesome. Mouth-watering.
Crispy outside, it holds some moisture on the inside, and flavor is just wonderful.
It has that smoky flavor. It's tender. It's everything you want in a bite.
Let's go for the Triple D Nation, baby.
This is the real stuff. I'm here every week.
The food's ridiculous, but you are a shining example of when Triple D comes to visit, take that ball and run with it, and continued success.